Hello students, today I will take the second Python class which is very important and I starts the syllabus today. The first point is basic elements of Python. See, in every programming languages the basic is very important. Take an example, if you want to learn the English subject, first you have to know the alphabets. Then you can make the words, grammars. Then after that it is very easy to understand the English language. Like that, Python first point is first we have to understand the basics elements of Python. See, basic elements means that variables, data types, constants like others languages. Here also we have a what is the definition of variables, literals and keywords, so many things that we can say in simple word token. Token is what? It is smallest unit which is inside a program. For examples, keywords is a token, identifier is a token, literals are the tokens, variables are the tokens, data types, operators, etc. The simple thing is smallest unit which is inside a code is called tokens. In today's class, we are learning these elements. What is keywords? What is the identifiers? What are the literals? What is variables? What are the data types? What are the operators we are using in the Python language? Okay, we will go one by one in detail. Before, here some character set of Python I will explain. See, alphabets, lower and uppercase alphabets A to Z. These characters we are using in the subject, and digits 0 to 9s. These digits also using, and special symbols plus parenthesis slash dollar sign, so many special symbols we have. We all these symbols are using in the language, and also white spaces. It may be new line character slash n or tab line slash t, return carriage, or space is also a white space. These are some examples of characters of Python. See, you know that what are the keywords? See, Python has a lot of keywords. See, what is keywords? See, it is a reserved words. Means that the meaning of the word is already defined. Only we are using those words. Those words are called as keywords or reserved words, defined in a language, just we are using while developing the code. So, we have a set of keywords. It may be for, if, and, as, break, continue, lambda, ellip, so many the keywords we have. Just you go through the while is there, with is there, eld is there, return is there, rise is there, pass is there, not, or, non-local, none, some its own keywords are there compared to other languages. So So then what is the literals? These are the some keywords, as I told, we are using in a language. So after this we will learn the what is literals. We have three types literals in a Python: string literal, number literals, boolean literals. Then what is a string literal? String literal is a set of characters. Example here I given in double quotation hello. That is the string. And we have a number literals or 0 to 9. For example, you may take the 10, minus 22, 15.5. These are all the number literals. And boolean literals also using. Booleans are only two values, true or false value, and false value is 0 and true value is 1 we are using. So these are the some literals we are using in a language, and keywords, characters. Then after that, one important concept of the language is variable. See, what is variable? It's very, very important. Variable is the name which refers a memory location, which holds a value. Again, I am saying, what is variable? It is a name which refers a memory locations and which holds value. For example, here I given a is equal to 10. A is a variable name which holds value 10. In Python, we are not required to declare the type of variable because it is a type refer language and smart enough to understand. It means that, see, in other languages, you know that in C, if you want to declare the integer type value, then you have to write int. Then after that, variable name a, which is equal to some values, int a equal to 10. Here in Python, you don't need to write int. If you simply write the a is equal to 10, automatically it understands the a value is integer type. And one more example is here in this notes I given the example, a is equal to 25. Automatically a is the integer type. And one more the example I given, b is equal to 30.5. See, automatically b is the floating type variable. A is integer type variable. Explicitly here we are not defining the int a is equal to 25, float b is equal to 30.5. Simply we are writing a is equal to 25 and b is equal to 30.5. So it is a new concept in declaration of variable in Python. You remember this one. And see, variable names can be formed by grouping both literals and digits. They have to begin with a letter or underscore. I will explain the rules to declare the variables with rules of a identifier. Just think that if we want to declare the variable, then what are the rules we need? Just I will explain that one. Just think that next point is identifiers. Identifiers are the names of the variable, names of the functions, names of the classes, names of the structures. These are all the identifiers. So for example, here I explained a is equal to 25. A is a identifier, that is a variable name. B is equal to 30.5. B is a variable name, it is a identifiers. So to declare these variables or identifiers, what are the rules we have? Already you learned this in C. Again in Python, I am explaining the rules. First rule is the first character of an identifier must be an alphabet or underscore. The variable name or identifier name starts with alphabets, whether it may be uppercase or lowercase. Other than these alphabets, underscores it allows. This is the first rule. The second rule is all characters except the first character may be an alphabet of lower case or uppercase, or underscore or digit. It means that except the first letter, after that you may use the alphabets, digits, underscores. This is the second rules. The third rule is identifier name must not contain any white spaces or special characters. See, within this identifiers, you should not allow the spaces. I will give the examples. Sum of total. Here just I am telling you, I am not writing here. Sum of total means sum space of space total, it is not allows. Sum underscore of underscore total, it is a valid identifiers. Then the fourth rule is identifier name must not be the same as keywords. See, keywords are the reserved words which are not using for the identifiers. This is the fourth rule. And fifth rules is identifiers names are case sensitives. See, case sensitive means upper and lower case characters are things it is distinct. Means that uppercase A and smaller case A are different, because Python is a case sensitive and it thinks the both upper and lower case are different identifiers. Here I given the examples. Example and some examples of valid identifiers. See, AVG1 it allows, sum underscore allows, underscore totals it allows. These three are the valid identifiers. etc. So many valid identifiers and some examples of invalid identifiers. Sum of total. See here, sum here the space is there, off is there. Then after that the space and total, sum of total. So it is a invalid identifiers. So white spaces is not allows in the identifiers. And here one total, one is the number, number is not allows, only underscore and alphabets are allows. So it is a invalid identifiers. Then after the third example is sum plus. Plus is a special character, it is not allows in the identifiers. Sum plus is the invalid identifiers. So these are the very simple explanation of the basic elements of a Python. Then after this we have the what are the operators we are using in Python. See, like other languages we are using the unary operator, that is those are plus plus and minus minus, and binary operators we have arithmetic operators, then relational operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, assignment operators, ternary or conditional operators. These are the operators we are using while developing the Python code. And one more and important concept, basic concept of Python is data types in Python. See, very simple data types we are using in Python. Some extra data types are using in Python and simple data types. Python has a numeric data types, string data type, boolean data types, list, tuple, dictionary, and set some others. You are listening this list, tuple, and dictionary are the new data types. First time you are listening in this subject. So we will go one by one in detailed. See, then in numeric data types again we are classified into 4 types. First one is the integer. See, for example, signed like here I given the 25, 1947 are the examples of the integer data types. The second numeric data types is long. It is used for the higher range of values, large range of values we are using these long. See, after Python 3.0 version, uh, we are not using the long, automatically the data is variable is taking the long values. But the second numeric type of data type is long. And the third one is the float. It is used to store floating point numbers like 25.5 comma minus 6.5 etc. we are using. The last type of numeric data type is complex. You know that it is contains the ordered pair, that is x plus iy is the simple expression of the complex number. Here one example is there, 21.0 plus 5.5 j is the example of complex data types. And the third data type is the string data type. Here I am giving the examples str equal to welcome, that is in double quotation, and in the second line I want to print the value of str and output is welcome. String data types as in the other languages, same we are using here, string data types. And boolean data types, true represented by 1 and false represented by 0. These two values of boolean data types. And the new data type in Python is list data types. I am explaining only this data types because the thorough explanation of these data types, list, tuple, dictionary, set, are in second unit, and there we will discuss thoroughly about these data types. Here I am giving the examples L1 equal to square brackets open and closing. This is a blank list variable, that is and second example is L2 equal to square bracket 1 comma 4 comma 7. This list creates an initial list of 3 numbers. The third one is the L3, which is equal to square bracket 1.5 comma hello comma 50. These lists contain different data types. See, in detailed list, tuple, dictionary data types will be detailed discussion in second unit of structured types. So today's very important class is basic element of Python. You all go through, for you it is very easy because already you learnt the basics in other languages. To understand the Python basics for you is easy. Why? Because almost everything same